Hello, Guido here from blockbuilders.net, and today I want to show you how the cryptocurrency exchange OKX works. If you don't have an OKX account yet, I will put down a link in the description that you can use to sign up. And they always have like special promotions where you get like some little extra if you sign up with them. So once you have an account, you can basically start almost immediately. The first thing you have to do is you need to verify your identity. And in order to do that, either you do it immediately when they ask you to sign up, or you just go to verification here, and then you need to upload an ID card or a passport, and then they will usually automatically verify your identity. Usually that goes within seconds. And then you can basically start. The main reason why you can trade on OKX, or why you should trade on OKX, is because it's one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. When it comes to spot volume, it's actually number 4 in the world, behind the Korean Upbit exchange. And when it comes to derivatives, so futures trading, it's actually number 2 in the world, behind Binance. And in some countries, you can trade futures on Binance. So for example, for me, I'm in Germany, I can't trade futures on Binance because they don't allow that. So I will have to use OKX in order to do that. And you can see when you look at number of markets, I almost have like a similar amount of coins that you can trade there than the biggest exchange worldwide, Binance. So the first thing you need to do in order to trade there is you need to deposit some money there. However, that's also a bit tricky because you can't directly wire like euros or any other currency to OKX. What you can do is you can easily deposit some cryptocurrencies there. So if you bought some cryptocurrency somewhere else, let's say you bought it on Coinbase, you can just send it to OKX and they won't charge you anything. Pretty straightforward. You just select the cryptocurrency like USDT and select the network. It's usually ERC20. And then you just click next, and then they will give you an address where you can send the cryptocurrency to. And they don't charge you anything for it. And it's basically the same with withdrawing money. And you just click to withdraw, and then you can easily withdraw the cryptocurrencies that you have on here to a different exchange or to a private wallet, whatever you prefer. As I said, what you can't really do is you can't really deposit euros there or any other regular currency like British pounds or Australian dollars and so on. What you can do is you can do express buy. That basically gives you the option to deposit let's say if you have US dollars or euros, you can easily buy USDT with that if you use Express Buy. However, the fees for that are quite high. So, for example, if you want to, that's a mistake here, I guess. If you want to buy USDT, then they quote you different prices. Let's say you have 100 US dollars. Just to make it easy, you should usually get 100 USDT if there would be no fees. And then they give you several options here. And as you can see, here you would receive less than 96 USDT. So it's more than 4% on fees. And the same with Simplex. And here they say you would get 99.38 USDT. However, if you click through it, they charge you a little fee, and then you are again down to a 4% fee. A bit cheaper is if you use peer-to-peer express, but that basically means you don't buy cryptocurrencies from the exchange. You would buy them from a user from the exchange, and there you have just a little fee, but usually the spread is quite high, so you are also paying not the best price, and you have to wait until the cryptocurrency arrives at your wallet, and it's not the best user experience. So I wouldn't really recommend using any of these express buy options or even the third-party payment options because it's basically similar. You can say, okay, US dollar 100, and then you should get 100 USDT. However, as you can see, it's usually around 96. And here, as I said, once you do that, they will still charge you a little fee for that. So you have to keep that in mind. So what most users actually do is they have a different cryptocurrency exchange where they deposit dollars or euros or British pounds or whatever, and then they exchange that to USDT or Ethereum or Bitcoin and send that to OKX. So for example, for me, I have a Coinbase account as well. I deposit euros there, exchange them to USDT, and then send them to OKX, which works fairly well. And if I want to get my money back, I just send it back to Coinbase, exchange it, and send it from there to my bank account, which also works fairly well. So it's really best if you use OKX just with cryptocurrencies that you deposit there if you want to save on fees. Otherwise, you are paying like a 4% fee. So that's basically it in terms of depositing money there. What else can you do? You can obviously trade on OKX, and there are two main versions of trading on OKX. So first there's spot trading, and then there's futures trading. And spot trading basically means you can buy a cryptocurrency, and the cryptocurrency then belongs to you, and you can withdraw it to your private hardware wallet or to a different wallet or send it somewhere else, whatever you want to do with it, or you can just sell it and get like a different cryptocurrency for that. So that's basically spot trading. And then there's futures trading, where you can trade with leverage up to 100x, and there you are only trading a contract of a cryptocurrency price. So when you buy or open up a position, when you do futures trading, you are basically just opening up a contract on the price of that underlying asset. So you can't withdraw any cryptocurrency or anything with that. So if you want to trade long term, it's always best to buy spot and like store it somewhere in a hardware wallet or somewhere else and just leave it there. And if you want to trade short term, then you can trade futures. So let's have a look. First of all, if you go to spot trading, you can pick your currency pair here. So for example, if you want to buy BTC or Ethereum, you can just buy that here automatic. And then you can basically just buy that either with a market order or a limit order. A market order is fairly straightforward. You just select how much money you want to invest. Let's say you want to invest 1,000 USDT. You just type in 1,000 USDT here, or you use the slider, and then you just click on buy, and then you would immediately get Bitcoin for 1,000 USDT. And if you want to sell it, you can say, okay, I want to sell all of my Bitcoins or just half of it, and click sell. That's when you do a market order. A limit order is a bit different. There you can say, okay, if the price drops to, let's say, 36,000, then you want to invest half of your money in Bitcoin, and then you click buy, and then you basically write an order in the order book. And you can see that here, and the order will still stay there until the price drops to that level. If the price never drops to that level, the order will technically stay open forever. However, you can always cancel it out manually. So that's basically a limit order. And it's the same if you want to sell. You can say, okay, I want to sell all my Bitcoin if the price goes up, for example, to 38,000 USDT. And that's basically it. And that's spot trading. And futures trading is a bit more complicated, and you can select your leverage here. I wouldn't recommend using a higher leverage than 3. However, for some cryptocurrency pairs, you can use up to 100x leverage. Here for TIA, for example, you can use 50x leverage. And what that basically means is, let's say you use 10x leverage. You can open up, if you have 100 USD, if you open up a position with 10x leverage on a 100 USD, that basically means you have a $1,000 position open. And if the price drops by 10%, because you have 10x leverage, your position will be liquidated and you will lose your 100 USD. And you can only use the money you deposited there. You can't lose more, because they will automatically liquidate you if your remaining balance goes to zero. So that's basically it. You can select your leverage here. Then you can, I would always recommending doing isolated and not cross. It's a bit more complicated. I will probably do a separate video about that, but cross basically means you can not only use the money that you use for opening up that position, but you could use all your money that you have in your wallet. Here you have to know you have different wallets. When it comes to OKX, you have a funding and a trading wallet, and you can transfer money easily between these wallets. And if you want to trade spot or futures, you need to move your money from the funding wallet to the trading wallet. It doesn't cost you anything, and it basically takes just a second to move funds there, and without any fee or anything. It's just a safety mechanism, because if you lose something while trading, and you can only lose the money in your trading account and not the money in your funding account. So that's basically that. Let's go back to perpetual swaps. And isolated is a bit more secure. There you can basically just lose the money in your position that you use to open up the position. So let's say to open up a position here, you can see the total amount. It's 3x leverage, so you could only lose like 1,088 USDT here when you do isolated. If you would do cross, you could lose a maximum of all the money that you have in your futures account or in your trading account, basically. And here you can do a market and a limit order again. And you could basically say, okay, if the price drops to 5.64 or whatever, you will want to open a position, and then you can select that. And once you have a position open here, that's for futures trading only. Then you can see your open position, your P&L, so your profit and loss, and the percentage you're up. And then you can basically see your entry price, your market price, and your liquidation price. Liquidation price basically means your position would be liquidated and you would lose your money that you used for that position. And I opened up a couple of positions here to show that to you, and you can see they're all in green now. So that's basically futures trading. One more thing you have to know, the difference between futures and spot trading is also that you pay a funding rate, and when you do future trading, and the funding rate can be positive or negative. Right now it's positive. That basically means more people are long than short. So that's why when you are long, you have to pay every 8 hours this amount. However, it's a floating funding rate, so it can change every 8 hours. However, you're only paying that if you're in a position when the countdown here runs to 0. And then you basically pay, and then you have another 8 hours. And if you close your position earlier, you don't have to pay the funding. However, usually the funding rate is lower than the price it would cost to open and close a position. However, if you want to stay very long in a position, several weeks or several months, the funding can really add up. So you should keep that in mind and keep looking at it constantly. And here you can basically select your trading pair. And you have here perps, which are the most popular future trading pairs. That basically means the contract will stay open forever. If you trade regular futures, they basically expire at a certain date, and you can see the date here. And then the position will be closed automatically. However, the advantage of futures is that you don't have to pay funding fee. However, most people usually trade perpetual contracts. So that's that about future trading. And then there are several other things you can do. There's copy trading. So you can just click there and you see good traders there. So for example, average moon cypress, and you can click there and you can see his weekly P&L. So most of the time he made money over the week. And as you can see, his account really grew over a certain period of time. And you can see his win rate. It should be somewhere, yeah, it's here somewhere around 71%. And you can basically say, okay, he's full, but if you want to copy someone else, you'll probably be a good one. You can say, okay, copy now. And then you can basically say the amount that you want to invest, and then it automatically copies all the trades that he is doing. So you don't have to do anything, and just keep an eye on the trades and that you are doing. So that's basically copy trading. And then there are also several options to do trading bots. So there's a marketplace where people offer different trading bots, and you can even set up your own, like a spot grid bot or a futures grid bot and so on. I will probably do a separate video about that. And then there's a section that you should also know about. It's called Earn or Grow. It's basically for you the option to earn interest on a certain cryptocurrency. As you can see the yearly interest rate here, so the APR. And yeah, flexible basically means you can withdraw your money every time you want to. And fixed basically means it's for a fixed amount of time. And then you can easily subscribe there. And because the money stays at OKX and they're handling everything, it's fairly safe. So it's as safe as leaving money on the exchange. So that's basically a quick overview about OKX. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to use the comments down below. If you find that video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.